Hello everybody and welcome back to... what do I even say here? Welcome back to Genshin? Welcome back to Town. Welcome back to Nodcry. Oh, that's what I usually say. We are here today to continue with our Archon quest, and today, I am very sleepy. Not as bad as last time, but I'm still so tired. Why is life like this? Why does this keep happening? But, it's okay, because today's Archon quest day, and it is sometimes nice to just sit back, relax, and let the quest whisk us away. So that's the plan for today. Before we get into it, we do have some housekeeping. First of all, Lince is here. Somewhere. I saw him when I teleported in. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. I want to go talk to him before we head into the Archon quest, because we can get that done with quickly. I'm also seeing that we have some notifications on the top. I know one of them is going to be my dailies, so let me just accept that really quick. I don't think I'm done, though. Yeah, I still have a ways to go, so that's going to pop up again later, but nice and cleared out. And then we have... of course, we have new wishes already immediately, since we just finished up with the last banner last time. We've got some new guys, so... the main thing I want to remember to do, though, is a letter. Let's go talk to Flynn's, and then we'll do a letter, and then move on with our lives. To the Archon quest. Hello! So contemplative.
Is no one here?
Are you looking for someone? Or are you waiting for someone? Are you looking for something?
Well, hello. This is certainly a most joyful encounter.
Aw, he's in a good mood today. Hello!
Seeing you lifts my spirits after a somewhat disheartening trip.
Is something the matter? Do you need our help?
I wouldn't say anything's the matter, merely that I am dealing with some unexpected circumstances.
It's not another murder, is it?
I recently learned of a collector in Town who, due to financial concerns, has been obliged to offer a pair of ancient coins for sale.
Ooh.
I'm told she's a little eccentric and doesn't reply to letters, so I came out here myself to see if I could arrange a deal. I needed to come to town anyway to pick up some supplies, so I thought I'd pay her a visit on the way. Unfortunately, she doesn't appear to be home. More's the pity.
You collect ancient coins? Yeah, we did hear about this in the Archon quest, didn't we? He likes to collect, what did he say? Ancient curios? How cool that we're seeing that side of his character again.
It's just a little hobby of mine. Everyone has something that tickles their fancy, am I right? For me, it's old coins and gemstones.
Old coins and gemstones specifically. Well, I could see the fragments of Revere's heart, I suppose, falling under that umbrella. Gemstone-like, perhaps.
Time is the best filter. Anything that can make it through the sieve of time is almost guaranteed to be of good quality.
That was poetic.
The style, pattern, and condition of a coin convey a lot of information. They can tell you, for instance, how many moons it has seen before finding its way into my hands. Think about it. A coin may have passed through 10,000 people's hands, brought them happiness or sorrow, and witnessed a multitude of moments in their lives.
It is really cool when he puts it like that. It seems like he knows a lot about coins, and about how to assess an ancient object. But yeah, this sentiment is one that I really enjoy, actually. That's how I feel whenever I go to a museum. I like looking at the paintings, not just because they're nice paintings, or, you know, looking at the objects, whatever they happen to be. But I like looking at them and wondering what path it took through this world to get to where it is today. You know, just because they're so old, they must have seen so much.
The weight of time it contains is far heavier than its appearance would suggest. It is a witness to the past and something that has value in the present day, which makes it more than worth collecting.
That's almost beautiful. Wow.
These coins have been stuck in my mind these last few days.
I can see now why he's so invested.
What do they look like? What stories can they tell? If I can't meet this collector, I fear all desire to return home shall desert me. Look at me, rambling on about coins without a thought for the friends standing by my side.
On the contrary, I was just thinking it's cool how much more open he is with us nowadays. Not that he was particularly closed off before, but, you know, he was politely distant. And now we just show up and he shares his mind with us.
Let me think of a more interesting topic to make up for boring you just now. Ah, yes. Recently, I purchased a beautiful azure gemstone from a Fontanian merchant. It had long slumbered at the bottom of the ocean until being recovered just some days ago.
I wonder if that almost reminds him of himself.
I was told it was once embedded in the sword of a champion duelist at the court of Fontaine, while another story claims it was a pirate crew's prized treasure.
I'm not sure which story is less believable. You don't suppose they were lying to you?
That's exactly what I thought. Whenever a merchant starts waxing lyrical and weaving tales, it's usually a sign that they don't have faith in their wares.
Oh, smart.
Fortunately, I'm very good at appraising a gemstone's true worth, even if its owner hasn't the faintest idea what they're holding. Please, allow me to invite you to my residence once more. I have a feeling you'll appreciate the gem itself, and you may well find my valuation of it quite interesting too.
Alright, I'll be sure to drop by. Can't wait.
I'll be waiting for you.
Wow, we got an invite! Oh, and he immediately teleported away. Farewell. That's really cool. I do enjoy seeing the more mundane sides of people's lives in this world. And I love that they remembered that little tidbit. You know, they gave him this curiosity for old things that was so strong. Dolphin! That it got him to put fragments of an abyssal heart into his lantern. That's not a character trait that's gonna go away anytime soon. So it's really cool that they brought it back. Dolphin? Hi! I wonder if he has different dialogue because he's here as opposed to at the Frostmoon Scions. O friend who hast journeyed from afar, leave not in haste. Stay thy step, rest a while. See, the campfire yet burns warm, and the tale hath but scarcely begun. Let the winds through the forest bows and over the lake's heart sing for us, bearing the echoes of ages past and sweeping the weariness of your travels away. Then shall we weave the chapters left undone, that they may become the hope with which we greet the coming dawn. Keep listening. Yeah, this is new. Tui bards. Oh, no. Nope, never mind. This is not new. I believe this is the same as what we saw at the Frostmoon Scions at one time we read through everything. I shall leave. Oh, but it is nice to hear those songs again. The songs of Mondstadt, they're so wonderful. Catherine is here, and it is indeed Catherine. Hooray. This thing is already talking to us again. Wow, I guess an anecdote counts as an encounter. I had no idea. Okay, so we're back where we started. Anything else? Oh yeah, there's a bunch more housekeeping I wanted to do. Ah! And we've got all of our notifications. Ugh. Okay. One notification done. We need to look at the other stuff. And then I want to do a letter, because we have a million. And I have one small disclaimer to add, which is that I updated my audio software yesterday. I know, I shouldn't have done that, but I did. And so I'm terrified that things will break. So I'm just gonna make a, as I said, small disclaimer. If the audio's a little weird in this one, hopefully not, knock on wood. That's why, and I apologize, but I tested it a bunch yesterday. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so that's my thing about the audio. I'm really nervous about it. Events. Yes, events was talking to us. We've got our test runs. Anything else? Okay. Click there, look away. Okay. Test run is still going to talk to us, isn't it? Well, we'll go back to it. Look at all of it! We get some improvement gems, though. Okay. I guess I'll read this one now. I've been trying to save it for when I fight Bakunawa the last time, because I still haven't fought Bakunawa the last time, but at this point, I'm getting worried about it expiring. Yes, I have 262 days, but I'm still worried about it, okay? Okay. So, from Bennett. A trip to the resort. From Bennett. Actually, I started planning this trip as soon as I returned to Mondstadt. During this time, I took on a bunch of lucrative commissions. Even though the process was a bit bumpy, I finally managed to save up enough money. Now I can finally invite my dads and my friends from Mondstadt to the Easy Breeze Holiday Resort. I've checked and confirmed everything. The itinerary, the luggage, even the playing cards to keep my dads entertained during the trip. And the snacks I'm gonna share with my friends. You don't have to worry about anything this time, I promise. I'll make sure it's an unforgettable trip for everyone. Benny's Adventure Team, let's go! First time trying to do a Bennett voice. Oh my gosh. It was kind of fun. That was so sweet. There's a web event. Remember to do the web event, everybody. Okay, and a day off from Jean? I don't know, it's talking about Varka. Let's dodge. Let's do this one. Stepping away for a while from Mizuki. Her voice is very soft, right? Lately, I've run into a few difficulties while continuing the development of the Yume Mizuki Entertainment Group. Most of the vacant land approved by the Kanjo Commission is located far from Hanamizaka, which means the foot traffic would be limited. But if I were to secure property within the city, I'd have to deal with resident compensation and the removal of old houses. These complications have been giving me something of a headache. That said, don't worry about me. After all, an essential skill for any clinical psychologist is knowing how to navigate their way through a crisis. I've spent weeks buried under contracts and paperwork. Perhaps stepping outside for a while would help clear my mind, ease the tension a little, and make room for a new idea to find its way in. As it happens, today is a bit of a special day. If you're free, would you walk with me among the shallows of the western side of Narukami Island? The sunset there is quite lovely. Yeah, I have no memory of what her voice sounds like, but happy birthday, Mizuki! I do love her specialty. It's so cute. And it's a stamina restoring. I do love stamina restoring. Okay. Oh god, there's so many. But that's all we're gonna do for now. We've done 2. Let's move on with it. Speaking of being a psychologist, I've been psychologically analyzing myself in the background. I feel like I'm resisting going into the wish menu. I think it's because I did so much thinking about it last time with Nicole's manor about like who do I really want to pull for? And basically, as mentioned last time, if it's not a cryo DPS or an electro DPS, I don't really want to pull for anyone that I can think of at the moment. And so I'm like, why go in? What's the point? I'm not going to pull for them anyways. But let's go over to the test run. We can collect this. We can collect... Oh, Mawika! Let's see who it is. It's Mawika, whose trial I never did because of Netland. Oh my god. Okay, we can definitely do that now. And new character. Lohan. Hello. Oh my god. Wait. No, it's fine. Wait! No, wait. First thing I saw was that he's Knights of Favonius. I love the Knights of Favonius. I am a Knight of Favonius. And then I saw that he's cryo, which is... Well, that's fascinating. But, shouldn't get my hopes up. Chances are... he's not a DPS. Here he is. Okay. Over here. Look at this. Oh, I can exchange. Do that before I forget. And this should be low, because we just cleared them out the other time. Yeah. Okay, let's do our trials. And then we'll go to our Archon quest and get on with the main subject of our day. For Mawika, I'm expecting Natlan. I'm expecting to use her bike a lot. I could have sworn I've done her trial before. No, you know what we did? It was during her story quest. When, what was it, Ian-san was putting together like a training ground. Wow. We got a trial for her. Oh my god, Natlan. It's been so long. It's actually really fun to be... Ooh, look at those trees up there. It's really fun to be doing this trial, having been through Natlan already, because I know where we are. I know the area. This is so cool. Complete all challenge objectives. Nope, that's wrong. There we go. Probably if I held it, it would jump on the bike immediately, right? I swear, this is like the exact same location from her story quest. Right? Ah! I'm supposed to be fighting people. I don't even see any opponents yet. I guess they're over there. Are they just gonna recharge me, or do I need to activate them? Huh. She's really not swapping off. I guess these things are recharging up, but that stamina bar on her left. What exactly does that correspond to? Alrighty, opponents. Get wrecked. How do I do her spinny thing? Not like that. Is it hold it down? Oh my god. Oh, Aurora's on the... Kaya's on the team! Hi, Kaya! I love how I could tell that Aurora was on the team, because he just started attacking. I didn't even need a prompt to... Where are you? Oh my god, it's this one little guy. Go away. Ultimate! Yes, get them! Was that 2-0 something? Goodness gracious. Yeah, all you really have to do is spin. And she's good to go. Okay, so there's her basic attacks with her claymore. Yeah, this really feels quite familiar to, I think, what we did during that one story quest, I think. Hi, Aurora. The Night Soul state is so lovely. Yeah, okay, so if you hold it down, you do go straight on. And you can go across water, right? Kind of. I remember thinking that she has all the abilities of the different Saurians. Why does it get all fuzzy like that when she's going fast? I suppose it's intentional. Here they go. Alright, I'm done here. Okay. Congrats, Malwika. Do I intend to pull for her? No. I have Arlecchino. I don't need a Pyro DPS, and... I don't feel attached enough to her to just pull her anyways. Here we go! New guy. And we'll have the new trial, too, won't we? Character summary. High frequency cryo damage dealer who further boosts his own damage through his teammates. Ooh. I saw further boost damage, so I thought he was going to say he boosts his teammates' damage. But wait, he boosts his own damage through his teammates' damage? After casting elemental skill, new state, cryo infusion. Wait a second. Hitting enemies with normal or charged attacks grants joy. Joy can be consumed to deal cryo damage. When nearby party members deal... So it's skill, and then attack with other party members. So you actually switch off of him after using his skill? That's unique. Cool, okay. I kind of like the idea because it's sort of the opposite of, you know, using an ultimate and then not being able to leave the field. So you use the skill and then you leave the field. Nearby party members deal damage. Lohan gains Will to Win, which increases the damage dealt by his special elemental skill into Bone and Soul, which is what you can consume joy for. Okay. So my guess is skill, switch off, switch back, skill again. Casting elemental burst, he consumes all Will to Win, to deal multiple instances of cryo damage. Oh wait, so it might even be skill, switch, and then burst, because it seems like they both consume Will to Win. So you kind of get to choose. Look at him! He's blue! Oh, darn it. I meant to zoom in. I accidentally interrupted it. Oh. Oh my goodness. A modern-day Knight to Favonius who's blue! Cryo, naturally. Wow, he really is like a modern-day Kaya. Look at his face. Whoa, look at his eyes. Kind of reminds me of Kuvaki, actually. Okay, is it just me, or is that smirk a little... I was gonna say smug. What? Are you poisoning that? And the pleasant smile he had while he did it. Okay, that was hilarious. Look at his shoes, they're blue! Okay, enough from me. I know, he's blue, I get it. I like his third attack. Yeah, look at those cuts, that was cool. Okay. I feel like he's got a lot of them. Alright. I want to see a skill in his ultimate, but we'll see it as we proceed. So, use elemental skill. Woo! Okay, he's got a bar now. Oh. Darn. I thought we would get joy if we went to a different character. Oh, it's got a long cooldown, doesn't it? Hello. We're just hanging out. This kind of reminds me of attacking, what's his name? Scully from Hades. Okay. Use skill. And then accumulate joy. Yep, there it is. The bar is going up. Oh, are there 2 bars? And then enhanced elemental skill. Oh, that looks cool. You want me to do that again? Oh my god, wait, the state stayed. The state wasn't consumed when we did the elemental skill. Okay, fascinating. And then use elemental burst. Boop. Ah! What? Oh my god, I thought he stepped on the camera. That was hilarious. What? Oh, I love cryo. Look at that snow burst. Okay, so it looks like we get 2 charges out of it. No, it just keeps going. I can keep using this special skill 3 times. And then there's burst, which is probably good because it seems like his burst might take a long time to charge up. 60, that's not too bad. Is he C3 right now? No, they gave him C1. Or C0, I mean. Is that a rabbit with a shield? And a spear? That's incredible. What is the name of his thing? Lepus Milas. Oh! Oh, of course. We just saw that in the event menu, didn't we? Okay, what am I supposed to do? Oh, unleash a skill during it. What? Oh, gotcha. Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Do they want me to use the fancy skill or the basic skill? I can probably do both with his burst. Okay. Boop. Okay. I wasn't even looking at the numbers. I was concentrating so much on looking at the tutorial and making sure I did the steps that I don't even know how much his damage increased. Alright. They gave us a Geo enemy with this party? That is fascinating. Okay. Well, good luck, buddy. Oh, never mind. He's gone. Okay, I guess we're fine. I can't even see what's going on here. Okay, he's got 40%. Right about there. You can kind of tell because the bar turns kind of purple. I feel like I'm not doing this the best I could be. Get his burst. Let's try his burst with all the buffs. Oh! I forgot to charge up. I think I saw a 141 though. That's not bad. Okay, ah! Was that 24,493? I think I saw. Okay. So he's a DPS! Oh my gosh! So he's a cryo DPS. I kind of feel like the game is either delivering me exactly what I asked for on a silver platter, or is calling my bluff. He's a cryo DPS, but do I really want to pull for the first cryo DPS I see? I mean, he's a new character, so he's probably well suited for the current version of the game. What other cryo DPSs are out there, actually? I know Wriothesley's out there. I did enjoy his playstyle, but I don't know when he'll next rerun. I feel like it's going to be a while, because that's the joke, right? That cryo characters take forever to rerun. So, literally who is there, actually? Wait. Because how long am I willing to wait? Where am I looking for? This thing. How long am I willing to wait for another cryo DPS to show up? We know there's Skirk out there, but I'm not too fond of her playstyle. I do like his playstyle in that they give us 3 charges on his skill, especially if his skill is like his main damage. This idol cracks me up. Just from that laugh alone, I get the feeling he's very mischievous, but unfortunately his version of mischief seems to be poisoning people? Is that allowed? You're a Knight of Favonius. Okay. I have to wonder what Varka thinks of him. Okay, side note, I am so confused. I need to go back in there. I'm not done looking. I'm so confused what is it called? The Archon quest is doing right now. One thing at a time. Skirk. Support, DPS. Wow, there's not a lot, are there? Shunhe is a support. Ayaka's a DPS. Eula's also DPS, but she's really physical damage, right? Ganyu's a DPS. Okay, but she's a bow. Yeah. Wow, I think he really is my best bet. Fascinating. Okay. But the thought I was having just now is I'm so confused about what the Archon quest is doing right now. Because we got the Mondstadt expansion, which I thought would be kind of like Leo's Chenyu Vale. Because Leo got Chenyu Vale while I was playing. I think it was even during a Lantern Rite, right? It was kind of tied into that. There she is. Woo! I haven't really completed her. And then Mondstadt gets Dornman Port, right? During another Lantern Rite as well, right? I feel like those were really, like, close by in time. But then all these Knights of Favonius characters? All these Knights of Favonius characters. It's one Knight of Favonius character, but still. That's what it is. The Nod Cry is not expanding. Where is Nod Cry? Anyways, so I feel very confused about what the Archon quest is doing. Because we keep getting Luna Archon quest, but it almost seems like they're in Mondstadt? Is that what's going on? Anyways, I'm super curious about it. It's been killing me. Oh, and the other thing I've been wondering about is the summer event. It's... what month is it? It's June! When do the summer events usually run? Is, like, Dornman Port the summer... Oh! Is Dorman Port the summer event, kind of? And so... that's why... What? I completely lost my train of thought. That might explain it. Oh, you get an expansion, new map. But then they're also getting... Okay, it's fine, I'll figure it out when I figure it out. Moving on. Archon Quest time. Okay, final thoughts and wishing. I kind of want to think about it. Because... I guess technically he checks all my boxes, but there is the thing to think, which is that I won't be able to build him for a good long while. But also, when will the next cryo DPS come through? Watch me pull for this guy in the next banner is wisely, though. Anyways, Disaster and Remorse. That's a cool name. What does it do? How do I see what it does? Hey, I am in the right area. Amazing. Miraculous. Crit rate. Nice. Dolorous Stroke. After the equipping character uses an elemental skill, they gain Path of Conflict, as well as Unforgivable and Irreparable. Oh, cool names. Increases attack. Oh, he might be kind of a normal attack and charge attacker, actually. And then skill and burst damage. So basically, you want to... skill, attack, skill, attack, skill. And it'll keep buffing itself. Oh god. There's more. Oh, is he Hexyray? Oh my god, he's Hexyray. Wait! A polearm forged from Whitestone and Star Silver? Oh! That's a Dragonspine material. What is Whitestone? Is that the... No, there's White Iron. But Whitestone might be a Dorman Port thing. Because Star Silver is Dragonspine. Anyways, Path of Conflict. Normal charge. Skill burst. The duration will be increased for Irreparable and Unforgivable. Huh. Yeah, so it's really just a self-buffing weapon. You attack with your skill, and then use your charge attack, your normal attack, your skill, or your burst, and whatever you choose will basically buff itself. Okay. So he's a DPS. Really? What's my pity at? I'm guaranteed. I'm guaranteed. I'm kind of getting excited now, actually. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of, wow, oh my god. I was so locked down last time on not wishing for Nicole. But now all of a sudden I feel so excited. Here's what we're gonna do. Let's do 110 pull, just see how the gods are feeling today. And then we'll do our Archon quest. And then I might pull at the end, because, you know, my style. I like to pull after I've accomplished something, because then I feel like it'll balance out. Like, hey, I did something, so here you go, here's your reward. But just for the fun of it, let's do a 10 pull now and just see how the gods are feeling. What? 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 I'm shaking. I'm guaranteed. It has to be. I am guaranteed. You're kidding. Wait, what? Hi, Bennett. What? So I guess the gods are saying that was a good choice. I guess the gods are saying, here's your cryo DPS.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company.
Ooh.
If you require assistance from the Knights of Favonius, please direct your request to headquarters. But if you need something from me, I'm all ears.
Oh my god, he's so nice. Vice Captain, that's Knights of Favonius. What just happened? Oh my god. Okay. Never mind. He said, psych! You're getting it right now. You're kidding me. Look at that. He was like, what? Was that the 8th wish? You can count them like that, right? So that was at 9 pity? I guess I could go for his weapon. Well, okay, dangerous thought. What does this do? Crit rate, attack, crit damage, after using a skill or a burst, attack. Additional bonus for Night Soul's Blessing State. I'm basically wondering, who else could I use this for if I were to lose to it? What just happened? Why, like... Look at all the... Huh? Huh? Okay. That could be really good for Who do I use who's Claymore? I do want to build Kaveh, and like I was saying last time, my biggest difficulty with building my 4-star characters that I do really want to use is it feels like they need more investment to keep up with where the game is these days, and 5-star weapons, I think, are kind of what I need if I want to get them up to the level of my 5-star DPSs. Should I? Let's just, I guess, last time it worked out pretty well to just see how the gods were feeling. What is happening? We're on 0 pity, so we're not gonna get it. Okay. Okay, we can relax. Things are back down to normal. Let's bring ourselves down to like 107 wishes. See if... Oh, hi, Noelle. Just see if anything else exciting happens, but then we can go back to our regularly scheduled Archon quest, which was the goal for today. Yeah, the 4 stars aren't really... Is that a sacrificial bow, actually? Is that sacrificial? What are you? No, it's not. I don't know this first weapon, and I don't know this third weapon. It must be... This must be an order, so Alley Flash and Alley Hunter? Seems like a new series I don't have. Okay, well... So that happened? What? Oh my god, look, they match! That's cool. You're not Knights of Favonius, right? No, you're a Lightkeeper. Huh? Okay. Refocusing. I'm so excited right now. But let's be realistic, I can't build him until I get to Dornman Port, right? Because he's got... Oh my god, there he is. He's got these things, which is what Linnea? Is that her name? Uses? He loves that idol. So, it'll be a hot second. Relax, calm down. I'm gonna drink some water, and we're gonna go do this Archon quest. Seriously, what just happened? But I really want to see that pity update. I really do. The history, excuse me. It'll take an hour, right? I need to see this update. I'm doing this Archon quest. We're focusing back on the subject at hand. What is the subject at hand? Moon Prayer Night approaches. Mysterious phantoms have yet appeared. And I think Dottore is out there. I swear to God he's out there. They've been hinting that he's going to show up at any moment this whole time. Kind of-ish. He was in the trailer and then they mentioned his name. Ergo, he's finally here, right?
You're right. I have noticed. There's certainly something a little fishy about this situation. Only a little, though.
But again, as mentioned the last time, it could be a red herring. I just really want it to be him because he's such a fun character to have around, and I really want a rematch. Not gonna lie. I want that rematch still. So, let's sink in. Archon Quest. Something is suspicious.
Records indicate that this phenomenon can occur in the days before and following Moon Prayer Night. That said, it has always been a rare sight in the past.
Okay, great. Right off the bat, we're getting some clarification. Last time I had thought that it happened every single Moon Prayer Night. But it's actually quite rare, even though it could happen.
The odds of encountering these phantoms are similar to looking up in the night sky, happening to see a shooting star, and managing to make a wish before it disappears.
That's a great comparison, because we immediately get a feeling for just how rare this is then.
But this time, either everyone's getting lucky, or
What
they're
just
appearing
happened?
far more frequently than usual.
I get... What? What? Moving on. So something is different about the situation. Even though this might be normal behavior, something is influencing it. Oh my gosh. I just looked at my notes. I have a huge list of notes of things to remember to do. And one of them I will do after the scene. Okay.
Yehoda's out gathering intel as we speak. In the meantime, let me check off some points of interest.
Oh, excellent. Oh, she gets the job done, doesn't she?
First, the Abyss.
Yes, the Abyss.
The ones we saw seem to be abyssal monsters.
Particularly ones that were quite popular during the Cataclysm.
Indeed. But we have identified one location where many more of them have made an appearance. And not just monsters, but human phantoms too.
Oh my god, a cryo DP, yes! Oh my god!
Given the scale and nature of the phantoms, it's almost as if someone's last memories are coming to life. Or perhaps the memories of multiple people.
It just feels so right in my bones that what is being recreated here is the Cataclysm. But, just for the sake of it, if it's not, what else could it be? Could it be the War of Funerary Flame? No, I don't think so. Because Rhine-Daughter created Rift Hounds, right? So they can't have predated her, and I believe the Funerary Flame War did. I was just thinking that because maybe, if this is, for instance, Dottore, why would he do this? Potentially as part of his research into the moons. So he might try to recreate the time at which they died, to get information from that. But it doesn't make sense because of the Rift Hound timeline, unless time is being wonky here, but I kind of doubt it. I guess it could be that these phantoms, his target time changed. He tried at one point, and he got Rift Hounds. He's like, oh, I need to go farther back, and then he got humans. But I doubt it. That seems too complicated.
Oh.
So you mean the phantom monsters are hunting down the phantom humans?
That's really sad, actually. That must be really unpleasant to watch.
Exactly.
For the living.
The phantoms can interact with each other, but we have no means of intervening.
Yeah, because we can't stop it, can we?
In addition, some of the human phantoms would seem to be from the very distant past. This is clear both from the clothing they wear and the stories they tell.
The very distant past. Pre-Cataclysm even? But then again, the Rift Hounds. Because, did she make them right around the time of the Cataclysm, or a little bit earlier? Well, even if it was a little bit earlier, I feel like the difference between time of Cataclysm and time of Rift Hound creation, I feel like the difference between those two is not the difference between the past and the very distant past. Maybe, what's going on here?
They claim to be from Hyperborea, a name which I've heard from Lauma before. If this is true, it means they must be from 6,000 years ago.
No, it's totally the Roar of Funerary Flame, isn't it? So the Rift Hounds must be an outlier. Maybe these monsters that are hunting the humans are not Rift Hounds? Yeah, more of them have made an appearance. It might be different types of monsters. But still, definitely 6,000 years ago. It's gotta be the War of Funerary Flame, right? I totally blame Dottore. I sure do.
Did Paimon hear that right? 6,000 years?
Or it could be the influence of the Crimson Moon's marrow.
It sounds like this merits further exploration.
That'd be a big help. I'll leave it with you, Albedo. My knowledge of ancient history is non-existent. I used to doze off every time the pre-Knights of Favonius era came up in class.
That is so funny to think that we as players might have a better grasp of the ancient history in the world than the characters do. But that makes so much sense because not every character in the story is going to be researching ancient history all the time. Of course, Varga would be fond of Knights of Favonius history and not really care about what came before that, perhaps. Also, look at Paimon trying to count.
It's quite a miracle that you were able to understand these phantoms'
I think she's
speech,
just being cute.
given how long ago they lived.
That is an excellent point, Linz! Thank you!
I suppose you're right. But I'll leave the archaeologists to ruminate over that conundrum.
No.
As an intelligence broker, my sole interest is in the value of the information I gather.
Don't do that to me. But it is a good question, because from what we've seen in Tevat so far, everyone speaks the same language. But there are names that indicate that different languages in different areas are not a foreign concept to this world. I'm thinking about Enkonomiya, and about how the people in Enkonomiya changed their names in order to assimilate into Watatsumi Island Society. So it's something along those lines. Some thoughts spring to mind. One, if we can understand someone from ancient times, and additionally, I mean, a couple episodes ago, we were in Revere's memories of ancient Conria. 500 years ago, Conria still. Language drifts a lot over 500 years. Look at English. It has changed a lot since, for example, the time of Shakespeare to now. So, it feels like something is keeping the language from drifting. I would think that maybe it's just, for the sake of convenience in the game, let's not question it. The language is all the same. Hooray. But on the other hand, we have seen in this game, as mentioned just briefly, the existence of other languages, the existence of other writing systems, We know canonically Paimon taught the traveler to speak the language of Teyvat. So in this world, they are acknowledging differences in language. So then that makes me think, how is it possible that everyone speaks the same language, and everyone speaks the same language as they did thousands of years ago? My next guess would be then that something or someone is keeping language from drifting. For example, in our world, we even have various bodies that regulate language. The example I'm thinking of is, I believe in France, they have sort of an official body that decides what the quote-unquote official French is in order to keep it from being lost, basically. I could be wrong, very much so. I'm not familiar with that situation. But that is not an unknown concept, basically. People deliberately trying to keep language from changing. So in this world, could there be like a heavenly principle, a law that is keeping language from changing? Could it be the effective Ermin soul that keeps language from changing? We know the academia, right? Someone mentioned in the comments, one of the sins of the academia is researching the origin of language. Is that right? So I do wonder if there is something that is deliberately keeping language standardized, we could say, in this world. And they're bringing it up in the Archon quest, so I have high hopes that we'll actually get an answer to that question. But then she says, leave it to the archaeologist? No! Tell me, please.
Which, in this case, hopefully means earning myself some good favor with our dear Lady Moonchanter.
I actually forgot what she just said. My sole interest is in the value of the information I gather. Oh? Did you find something that you think she would find interesting?
So calculating. Whew, this intel broker logic always catches Paimon by surprise.
Sounds to me like we could split the work up.
I think the abyssal phenomenon is best left to Albedo, Flints, and me.
Agreed. It coincides with my duty as a lightkeeper.
For my part, I'd like to understand the abyss better. Even a little knowledge would go a long way.
Ooh. I get the feeling he's researching it because it's part of him. And he wants to understand himself and what that means for him. That's really good. He's taking care of himself. I'm happy about that.
This is certainly a rare opportunity to study the abyss. But even rarer, perhaps, is the chance to make contact with the ancients.
Yeah, fascinating.
The Curatorium will take the lead on investigating the Hyperboreans. We put in the work to learn what we know so far. It seems only fair that we get some quantity of exclusive intel.
That does seem extremely fair, actually, considering all she did in the last Archon quest. Oh my god.
That just leaves our trusty team of 2 unassigned.
Seems like it, yeah. Wait, we're a team? Since when? I thought he was talking about me and Paimon, but I guess he's also not assigned to anything.
Since you became an honorary knight, of course. This was part of my grand plan all along.
I'm so happy to be a knight, and I'm so so happy about my new character, who is a blue knight. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, by the way,
Perfect
we
design.
managed to convince
Perfect.
Columbina to come to the Moon Prayer Night celebrations. Would you and Yehoda like to join too?
She agreed to that? Huh. Quite an achievement. Never underestimate the traveler, I guess. I'd be happy to join. No point shutting myself inside when the streets are all decked out. I doubt any clients will be visiting during the festival in any case. And Yehoda loves a party, so I'm sure she'll jump at the opportunity.
I still feel like something bad is going to happen, either at or before the festival. But you know what? Having all of our trusty teammates around will hopefully help us to endure whatever happens.
No. 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 No.
No? No parties?
Way to contradict me in front of...
What happened?
Wait. No, that's not what I have bad news, boss.
Yeah, what happened?
So many people. All right, everyone inside. Quick.
We are inside. Inside. Oh my god. Look at her go. So many people. What?
This
The
is gonna
Phantoms?
sound crazy, but hear me out. I saw one of those phantoms at Star Sand Shoal, and it was some sort of flying ship.
Spaceship? My spaceship! That's my spaceship. Oh my god. Trust the Curatorium to deliver information to the person who needs it when they don't even know it. That's my ship!
Like a spaceship?
A spaceship at Star Sand Shoal?
That's gotta be the one you came to Tibet in. You said you saw the same thing through the moon marrow, right?
And of course, classic Paimon, she just reveals that little nutshell to everyone in the room. Ha. I get the feeling that... who would have known? Maybe Nefer suspected. But besides that, I don't think anybody else in this room knew that yet. That we're not from Teyvat.
You already know about it? Ugh, I thought I was gonna blow people's minds. Turns out I'm the last to find out.
I wonder if she'll process the fact that it's my spaceship in a second here.
Wait. Back up. You came here in a spaceship? Now my mind is blown. What's it like on the inside? Was it like flying through space? I want to know everything.
That's the reaction I was waiting for. But we gotta focus because spaceship is on the horizon. Maybe that's a conversation for next time. This is still a huge discovery on your part.
Yep, exactly. Huge discovery. You're the best. Second best intel broker in the world. After your boss, of course.
The look she gave Never. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Really? Well, I don't know if I'm all that, but...
And now the look that Nefer is giving her. Ooh, I wonder if she's thinking, darn it. The Traveler would have paid anything to get that information. And she just blurted it out. Tee-hee, too bad.
I guess that decides where we're heading next.
Oh, yes, let's go! You coming with us?
Come on, don't look at me like that. I know the spaceship doesn't have anything to do with me, but you don't want to leave me as the only one twiddling my thumbs, do you? Please?
Where are the rest of your knights, Varka? Actually, now that I think about it. Are they just waiting for you to come back? Are they waiting for orders?
Fair enough. You can tag along.
I'm happy to have him with us, but I do feel kind of like maybe they're all waiting for him too.
In that case, let's meet back here to discuss our findings once we're done.
Sounds like a plan.
I wish everyone a productive investigation.
You as well.
You too.
Let's do this. Spaceship, spaceship. Oh yeah?
What's up, boss? Aren't we gonna head out?
Tell me, Yehuda, when did the curatorium start giving out intel for free?
Exactly. That look she had earlier, I knew she would be mad.
Oh, sorry, boss.
She knows that was the find of the century and we were the person looking for it. And these days, I do have a little bit of more to my name. I have like 7 million? Yeah, I'm not doing too bad. But too bad. Wait. What if they're still there? Too bad for her, because I've got my intel and I'm going to the beach. They are still here.
We can't unshare information any more than water spilled on sand can be put back in the bucket. I'll just have to balance the books some other way.
Please, boss. There's gotta be another way. Who knows? Depending on what they find, maybe this will work in our favor. Please don't find me. Please.
Hang in there, Yehuda. I can't save you now. Maybe if I do find something useful to the curatorium, I'll give it to them for free? Yeah. Save Yehuda's skin, and I can always get more from a ley line. And so I'm gonna go find my spaceship! I can walk there, basically. The Star Sand Shoal is really close, isn't it? Where is the exit? Is it up this way? No, it's not. I do go down, then I go around. Oh, but there's buildings in the way! No! Why must there be buildings in the way? I've been having some thoughts about Columbina's Hellenic Chronicles being unavailable during this part in the Archon quest. I feel like they probably could have let them stay a little bit longer, but do we suppose that them now being locked out implies that she will successfully get to the moon? Or do you think it means she's, like, gonna die? Probably not, right? I feel like it's more likely she'll get to the moon, but maybe she'll get trapped? She could get trapped on the moon and not be able to come back. Or, you know, maybe she doesn't want to come back immediately. Naturally, she's investigating now that she's finally made it there. So maybe that's why she's gone? Or alternatively, a certain someone will cause things to go a little awry. I think I can interact with that now that I have Eat Lua. Oh, enemies. Ooh, wait, enemies. That reminds me. I wonder, is it time to send Columbina? Can I do it? Doesn't look like it. What do I need? Oh, I just need some of them. I'm growing them in my teapot. I wonder if they're ready yet. Ooh, I can send this guy. Nice, okay. I left my headphones in this time. I felt like it was going to be silent, and it sure was. I was ready to rip them out at a moment's notice if need be. Why? Oh, I'm doing it wrong. That's why. Here he goes. Can I send him even more? Hey, we got a wish. Feeling a little chaotic. Just bear with me. What would happen? No, nothing would happen because we just got a 5-star over here. Okay. I just can't believe that that happened. And so I'm kind of in disbelief. Actually, now that I think about it, weapon or constellations? Oh, whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god. Those are his buffs. Manifest Judgment, Evil's Bane Blade, additional attack, and increase EM? Why are these so good? I thought this would give him healing, but of course it's just the leveling one. Oh god, so what's more important? Weapon or constellations? Probably weapon, right? Because otherwise, what I'm dealing with is a lot of 4-stars. Let's give him this for now. Yeah, might as well. Switch. Yeah, okay. We're gonna keep trying with the weapon, I guess. Oh my god. He's doing another 10. Purple! Kali! Hi! Okay. I did focus. I did. Okay. Another 10. Man, every time it pops up... Oh, good! We got the new one. It doesn't say new, though, so I must have had it already, and I just didn't notice. Whoops. Something, 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 something. It keeps going purple, and I keep thinking, oh my god, that's it. But no, it's just purple. Another character I'd love to get, I think, constellations for, is actually Seat Lolly, because at a certain constellation, she increases everyone's EM, right? Or is that her weapon? I'm actually not quite sure. Oh, of course, you're the guy who does that. Annoying. Oh, yikes. Alright. Yeah. The other thought was map. If I look at this... Oh. Well, ooh la la. How intriguing. Fascinating. Let's get over here. And then we're actually gonna do a little loop. Oh. Oh my god. I wanted to walk over here for the full effect, and boy am I glad I walked over here for the full effect. Look at my... That's... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, okay, okay. Well, we walked over here. Hooray, we did it. Let's go to the Sona teapot. I'm gonna get my plants. I'll be right back. No! They're not done! Don't set them on fire. They're not done! It was these ones that was done. Curses. Ooh. Well, while we're here.
This
Hi.
realm is true.
Okay, and now we leave! I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Spaceship. Yay! We survived. Okay, we're back. Spaceship! Spaceship! Look at it! Oh my god. Oh my god. I was just really excited to... Oh, I don't like that. I was just really excited to ascend Columbina because where is she at nowadays? She is at 60. I feel like she's getting really close to a level at which I feel comfortable putting her in the party. So that's why this level is particularly exciting. Oh, look at the phantoms! But I shall simply have to wait until next time. So there's real people. They look like light keepers, maybe? There's this deer. There's more real people over there, and there's people. So people did find our spaceship. And when did we descend? I feel like this is known. Did we arrive in Tevat during the War of Funerary Flame? Quite possibly, right? Otherwise, you know, it was a third war. No. Wait, I'm being silly. It was just before the wait. Ah, wow. I think I actually do have notes on this, but I think we must have arrived a very long time ago. And then, let's see, what are my notes on this? Okay, putting that aside for now, actually, I don't want to dig through everything. But basically, we arrived, it must have been at least 6,000 years ago, huh? And, oh my god, because we slept for a very long time. Somehow our brother is removed from the ship, and then he returns to wake us up. That was during the Cataclysm. But we might have been in there for 6,000 years at least. But people found us, and this does complicate the reason behind this phenomenon for happening. Maybe it's happening because of the spaceship. Somebody wanted information about the spaceship. I mean, we did. What do you suppose? What are the odds are that Columbina actually did this in order to get more information about the spaceship in order to repay us? I kind of hope not, because again, we're trying to break her out of that transactional mindset. And also, I kind of think not, because I feel like we left things fairly even between the two of us. Oh, it just blinks out of existence. Then again, at the same time, this does seem to be a very moon-connected phenomenon, doesn't it? Here we go. Spaceship!
Wow, what do you know? Yehoda was right on the money. This phantom really is your spaceship.
Ooh, Monster era music.
But that's so weird. Why would it show up here? Is it some kind of projection? Or a ghost? Like, maybe it no longer exists, but somehow it left an afterimage?
That's a great point, Paimon. She's making some really good connections here, because the first thing that comes to mind is every other creature that has appeared has been a creature. Something living. The spaceship is an object. Additionally, left an afterimage. That wording harkens back immediately to the Crimson Moon, and to the afterimages left by its fire. So, does this imply that the spaceship was alive? Like, was it a bio spaceship? That would be so cool. We know nothing about the technology of the Traveler's home world. And I mean, technically speaking, maybe their home world spaceship was destroyed and this is a new one that they picked up somewhere along the way. Either way, could it be a living spaceship? You know, actually a living creature. That would be incredible. That would be so sci-fi. That would be so cool. But on the other hand, if this is indeed the only object that has appeared, should we take that as a pretty big clue that this is indeed the intended target of this phenomenon right now? If someone is deliberately messing with the phenomenon somehow, the mirages, and this is the one object that appeared, should we take that as a sign that this is what that person was looking for? Anyhow, doesn't seem like the Traveler has any idea immediately off the bat what caused the spaceship to appear, so that might be a point against the bio-spaceship theory, because they would know.
Ah, you're already here.
Lauma, hi.
Miss Lauma, what a surprise. I thought you were busy with festival preparations.
I was, until one of our people informed me that a strange sight had appeared at Starsand Shoal.
In a way, I feel almost a little embarrassed. Sorry to panic, everybody. I didn't mean to park my spaceship here 6,000 years ago.
No one's ever seen something quite like this before. I thought I should see it for myself.
It's so beautiful.
Same here. Oh, so we heard that these things appear around the festival period. Any idea why that is?
I almost wonder, we already proved that we can't interact with the mirages, but it'd be so cool if we could. Because we have a spaceship key on us right now, don't we? We have 2 even, don't we? Do we have 2? No, we should just have ours now. Could we unlock it?
Unfortunately not. We have very limited information about them, since they can't be interacted with. And no human phantoms have ever made an appearance before now.
No humans either. Fascinating.
The most we've been able to deduce is that these sightings appear to be connected to the increase in Kuvaki energy around this time.
Let's look around and see what we can find out.
Yeah, seems like that's all we can do. This is all so confusing.
Investigation
Allow me to
time.
lend you a hand.
Investigation time. Oh, it looks so pretty. Does it look exactly the same how you remember it? Has it been altered? That looks like a shrug to me. Look at the people. I really want to see their outfits. I wonder if she'll try talking to the elk to get information.
Everyone, our friend here
Exactly.
should be able to provide us with some information.
Exactly. So, because they said these people are from Hyperborea, right? Oh, I want to see their designs.
Is that a phantom Rhyhorn deer?
Hello.
I've heard about how the Frostmoon scions live in harmony with the animals and can even communicate with them. That's coming in handy now, for sure.
Okay. Yes, I understand. Then how about this?
That's so cool that she can communicate with the phantoms. I guess you can't interact with them, you can't touch them, but you can still communicate. That is so cool! Information from 6,000 years ago! Straight from the eyes of the deer.
Oh, it's leaving.
Bye! Have a good... afterlife? After image life?
It appears to share our curiosity about this giant spaceship, so I asked it if it wouldn't mind investigating along with some friends.
Wait. That's huge. If they can interact with the spaceship and go inside and investigate, chances are they didn't do that 6,000 years ago. That would imply that these aren't memories. This is an actual glimpse into the past. Like, this is actually happening right now in the past. Because otherwise, the deer shouldn't be able to go inside the spaceship. That definitely screams of moon power to me. On the other hand, that shot of the spaceship we just got, it kind of looked like one of the wings was damaged.
In
Just
return,
an interesting note.
I told it about some nearby spots where the wild fruit grows abundantly.
Nice.
We may live in a different era from these phantoms, but I trust that the terrain, climate, and ecology here are more resistant to the effects of time than some things are.
You are a genius, Lauma. She can't bring them food, but she can tell them where it is.
Let's give them a moment and hope for the best.
After a few moments, the Rhyhorn deer and its companions return.
All back together. Must have been a lot of fruit.
Wow, look at them all.
Indeed. Now let me ask them some questions.
I also love how the mole can memory burrow through the ground.
It did find a lot of wild fruit, enough for them to feast for a long while. This puffin circled in the air several times, but didn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Certainly nothing to do with the spaceship.
But what would they identify as out of the ordinary? Because my first thought is, I wonder if they could find our brother in the vicinity. But there are other people in the vicinity already. We see their mirages. So they might not pinpoint a human as being out of the ordinary.
Huh. Well, it definitely makes sense to get a bird's eye view.
But it is good to eliminate other possible things, you know.
Indeed. Other than that, I was also thinking that the world these phantoms see is also different from ours.
Oh, I get what you mean. The wild fruit exist in both times and spaces, but there might also be things that only exist in that space-time, which we can't see.
Because we don't see their whole world. We can only see small fragments.
Good point. Great thinking, Lauma.
She is a genius!
Blunthorn rhinos can use kuvaki to shift great rocks, but this one says it couldn't get that ship to budge by even an inch.
I somehow feel a little proud. That's my spaceship.
The sniffer mole tried too, but despite being a skilled digger, it could not get through.
Makes sense. That thing's got to survive in the vacuum of space.
They say that the spaceship looks robust and undamaged. It seems completely impervious to any and all attacks. Whatever lies within is well defended from harm.
Okay, so the second wing that's missing must just be kind of lodged in the dirt. That makes sense. I'm so proud. That's our spaceship.
So, just like us humans, There was nothing they could do about this spaceship either.
Why do you sound like you were there, Varka? But I guess I wonder if the traveler's actually feeling a little frustrated right now. They know full well how impervious the spaceship is. So the question arises, how on earth did our brother get out?
Yes. Still, they deserve our thanks.
They did a good job.
We are grateful for all your efforts, dear friends. Now go and enjoy your feast.
Bye.
I've noticed some other human phantoms gathered nearby. Come on, let's go talk to them.
Yes, let's go talk to them. This is the part I'm excited about. Okay. Memories triggering. There was something I wanted to do the next time we were free, which I forgot to do earlier, which is, I'd like to make a statement. You know the sword that I left in the domain over there? I went back and got it. I just want to let you know. I went back and got it a long time ago because I got a million comments saying, oh my god, you forgot the sword. And I was like, oh my god, I forgot the sword. And I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to go get the sword. So I went back to see if I could get the sword and it was there, so I grabbed it. So, I don't think I ever mentioned that, so I'm just saying it now. No need to worry. I got the sword. Which sword was it? I don't recall. It's this one, right? No, that's a polearm. This one. There it is. I believe that's it. So there you go. Sword is safe. Alright, that's literally it. Let's go talk to people. Hi. Hi.
Those illusions and those people. It's all a little creepy, don't you think?
Nah, all part of the festive atmosphere.
That's one way to think about it. I kind of adore her, actually. Ghosts? Ah, must be festival season. I love it. Hello? You are very indistinct. No discernible clothing motifs. You can tell they're wearing clothing, but you can't really tell anything about it. Join Varka and communicate with the phantoms. Okay, over there. Hello, what do you think?
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Nope. Never seen or heard anything this weird.
And over here. Over here. And to Varka, accept. One more wish for the road. Boop. There it is? No, okay. Facial! Oh, that is good, actually. And this is, what are you? What are you? You are Alley Hunter. Ooh, that would be good for facial. Okay, great. I did want more facial constellations, so this works for me. Let's see. Let's give people their constellations, because we did get a couple, didn't we? Here she is. Her Pilgrimage of Bleak. When Midnight Phantasmagoria is used, it deals more damage. And it regenerates her HP. Cool. That's nice. That's her ultimate there. What I really want is, of course, this one. Noelle, to be cleaned. When Breastplate's duration expires, or it is destroyed, it will deal 400% of her attack in an AoE. That's pretty cool. And... Collie! C6 Collie! When Floral Ring hits, it will deal, or create a miniature Colleen Anbar that will deal 200% of attack. Very cool, very cool. Okay. C6, there she is. What's the name of her constellation? Leptaelubrus. Terrarius. Something like that. Okay, was that everybody? I think everybody who's left with checks is, yeah, my dear Hexarite characters. Very excited to get back to doing Hexarite at some point, once we're through with some of this Not Cry stuff. Hello! Hello. They have designs on their clothing. Whoa!
Thing? I've never seen it move, and there's no way to get inside.
I'm fascinated by these little circular bits in the middle of the wings, and the diamonds over them. The diamonds remind me of the Traveler's clothing, but those circular bits... it looked like a little hint at the mechanisms of the spaceship, which is really cool.
Goodness knows. My grandpa says it's been sitting here at least since his grandpa was still alive.
Okay, so even 6,000 years ago, it had been here for, let's ballpark, a century?
What about his grandpa? Did he say anything to your grandpa's grandpa about it?
Huh? I don't know. In all likelihood, it was here back then too. Hard to imagine something this huge could move.
Why is she so angry? Look at her eyebrows. But either case in any way, look at their clothing. It's definitely distinctive. I don't think I've seen stuff like this before. Except for the sweater that this gentleman is wearing. Looks just like the sweater that other gentleman we just spoke to is wearing. Some things are staples.
That as far as they're concerned, this ship's been around a long time.
We need to go back even further. I wonder if there's mirages from different points in time? That would be very good to know if so. Yeah, see, look at this guy's, his sweater. It looks similar to that guy's sweater. You have the same diamond that the lady had, right? And the same stitching, yeah. I'm just wondering if maybe this phantom will be from another point in time, but there's no time like the present to find out.
Come on, brothers. If we can get even a small chunk off of this thing, it's gotta be worth a fortune. Today is the day we strike it rich.
Good luck with that.
Huh? You mean Paimon?
Yeah, Paimon. Want to try to take my spaceship apart?
Yes, brother. I shall join you. Let's make our fortune.
Varka, I can see what he's doing. He's playing along with whatever conversation these mirages are already having to get information with them, to try not to snap them out of whatever mirage state they're in. But it's just so funny how he instantly plays along.
We should go with them.
What the? This thing is crazy tough. I can't even scratch it. What's it made of?
Traveler, please tell us what it's made of. I so want to know.
Sorry, brother. Looks like we'll have to seek our fortunes elsewhere.
Enjoying yourself?
Yeah, it seems like he is.
I was just seeing if I could influence this phantom's perception by playing. But nope, no dice.
It's good to know. There seems to be somewhat...
I'm sure we're all starting to build up an idea of what's going on here now that we've spoken to some of the people.
A little bit of boundaries to how flexible these mirages are. Because those earlier two we kind of did speak with, but this one seemed like he was practically ignoring us. Like the mirage spoke to us so long as we fulfilled the role of potentially another person who was there at the time. But once we stepped out of that, didn't even process our words.
These phantoms are reenacting real historical events in Nodcry.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're in some kind of interactive stage play. We can talk to the actors, but the plot is fixed, and we can't influence it.
It makes sense. History is set in stone. The objective facts of the past cannot be changed.
Okay. So revising my earlier conclusion about the animals, I'm thinking about what they reported to us, and indeed, it seems like they were not able to get inside the spaceship. So I guess we were able to convince the animals to look around, because that's what they were doing at that time too. As animals, they were scouting the area, as animals often do. And then we just convinced them to tell us what they found. They weren't able to get inside the ship, so that does mean that it is indeed very unlikely that we're actually communicating through time. I mean, unless the spaceship is locked. But if we were communicating through time, these humans probably would have responded differently to us. Okay.
Paimon totally thought you were just goofing around earlier. But actually, you were doing some serious investigating.
Was it intentional, Varka?
Of course I was. Anyway, at this point,
what a
I think
shot.
we're forced to conclude that although the Phantom spaceship is right there in front of us, we aren't going to learn much about it from these people.
The spaceship and the blue of his eyes? Great combination. If only this showed the moment when my brother was searching for me. Maybe then I could have discovered why he wasn't in the spaceship. Or, if it showed the moment when it disappeared, I might have found out who was piloting it and where they were headed. She thinks someone flew it away. Interesting. Yeah, look, there's the rest of the other wing that's buried. But no such luck. All we've seen is an arbitrary moment in time during its long stay here.
Don't be discouraged. If nothing else, this is proof of the ship's existence.
I mean, we kind of had that already.
And think about it. So many people tried to hack their way inside, but no one could get the door open. It's made of very tough material. To me, that says that we'll either find the ship itself or the story behind it. It's just a matter of time.
Thanks, Varka. I guess, to me, that means either the Traveler is right and somebody flew off with it, or if someone did remove it, it is still completely intact. And I'm really suspecting the Fatui, because they have the type of heavy machinery you would need and the type of mysterious research facility you would need to pick this thing up and hide it somewhere. But it seems like no one was able to get inside it, at least at that time. But if someone's been doing research on it for centuries, who knows what they've done to it by this point. But still. Thanks, Varka.
Huh. Every now and then, when Varka gets serious, he actually does seem like Grandmaster material for once.
I wonder how the others are doing. Let's head back for now.
Sounds good. Also, drinks are on me if Team Knights of Favonius is the first to finish.
Well, we better hurry back then.
Wait, we have a team name now?
Am I in Team Knights of Favonius as well?
Yeah, we absorbed her into our ranks.
You're very welcome to join. We've even got a cathedral ready for you.
Well, the cathedral's kind of occupied, though. And I don't think that really meshes with Lauma's style.
Isn't that technically blasphemy? You wouldn't dare make a joke like that if Barbados was in earshot.
I think he would.
Nah, I'm sure Barbados doesn't mind a little harmless blasphemy once in a while.
I'm trying to decide if Venti would find that joke funny, or just be kind of confused about it. Are they teleporting us? Oh. Oh. That's a Conorian. Look at his outfit.
Oh, no! Get away!
Oh no. We're not going to be able to do anything, are we? Unless maybe Durin could because of his abyssal connection? Hey, his sword! Oh no, it went through him. That was cool though with the hair. That was cool. Oh no. Oh no, he looks so sad. Oh.
I know it's hard to stomach, Mr. Durin. But as I'm sure you've noticed, there is nothing we can do to intervene in that which unfolds before us.
Oh no, he's so sad.
But we have to at least try.
And try you have. But are you aware of how many unsuccessful attempts you've made now?
Oh, I bet he's tried every single time. It's really... What I'm thinking now is he's trying to change the outcome of the story, you know? His story was able to be changed, but... not this one, perhaps.
I wasn't keeping count.
I'm afraid this is the 39th failure so far.
Oh!
Or the 5th if we're only counting this particular victim.
Oh, so they're replaying the same scenes over and over again. That's good to know.
There are no indications that these phantoms may be altered in any way.
You seem to have calmed down a little. I'll make us a fire.
The music calms down as
You
well.
should rest and have some water.
Feel so sad.
Feeling any better now, Mr. Durin?
I just want him to be happy.
May I ask a few questions?
Be my guest.
What exactly are we witnessing here? What happened to those people?
My guess would be that we are seeing Nodcry during the Conrian Cataclysm. Would that be accurate?
So here, at least, it is the Cataclysm. Which I feel very vindicated, because that was my guess as soon as they said Rift Hound's attacking people. Over by our spaceship, though, it's more likely to be 6,000 years ago, maybe? I don't know, because Nefer pinpointed 6,000 years after identifying certain mirages as Hyperborean. And then she went to go talk to them. Okay. So our time at the spaceship, we might not know exactly when that was, but I don't think it was 6,000 years ago.
Conria.
Ooh, what do you think?
That is correct. As you know, once the Abyss senses even the tiniest crack, it floods in and spreads like wildfire. There was a time in the distant past when it permeated all of Nodcry, causing immeasurable harm. The people paid a terrible price to heal this land. Then 500 years ago, the whole of Teyvat suffered an abyssal disaster. Once more, Nodcry was dealt a devastating blow.
This is interesting. I think he's talking about events that are discussed in Long Night's Oath. But I'm trying to remember the terrible price that they paid. I guess, as always, after I'm done here, I'll go review that artifact again.
I see.
In the face of the abyssal onslaught, all were like grains of sand tossed around by a tidal wave. Be they human, fae, or god.
Oh, the way his voice changed was cool.
The moment you witnessed is but one drop in a whole ocean of catastrophe.
All right. I guess that answers my second question, too. I wanted to know why there's nothing I could do to help them, and that's because what we are seeing is history.
He's so innocent.
That would be my guess as well.
I love that he has a Mondstadt vision, oh my god.
As I understand it, history and fate are not all that dissimilar. The latter may be unseen to us, but both are immutable.
Yes. Fate was determined long, long ago.
It really is like the history of the past and the history of the future. That is fate, you know? Really reminds me of when we were introduced to Ishtaroth in the God's Limits trailer. One of the other shades, probably, not Fanes. What's her name? Renova? Said onto her, you gave them history. Or like, is that why you gave them history? Which is just such a cool concept to think about.
I still have a couple of other questions for you, Mr. Flint's. You mentioned more than one abyssal disaster that has struck this land in the past. How can you be sure that what we're seeing is from the Conrian incident? And also, how are you able to stay so calm when you're talking about these events?
He really is just learning so much about this world, doesn't he? This is really cool. Because normally, you know, when you have an infant or a baby, they can't talk and ask questions. But he's basically a newborn person who is fully cognizant and able to hold a conversation. That's really interesting.
From everything I know about you, you're not cold or ruthless, and you're not indifferent to the suffering of others.
Alas, I am forced to show my age. I must be 600 or 700 years old by human measure.
Oh, look at that! We got a timeline for Flint! 600 or 700 years old. 600 or 700. He doesn't know. I bet the reason he doesn't know is because he went to sleep for a good long while, right? Before he was reawoken by the Lightkeepers during the Cataclysm, right? So, he knows he's at least 600 years old because he predates the Cataclysm. He slept for a long time. I feel like he could figure out how old he was by... He probably knows what year he was born in. Or he could figure it. Could he? Because I would be surprised if he doesn't know what year it was in his youth. You know, what years those were. I bet he could narrow it down to at least a decade. Which would be a lot more certain than 600 or 700 years old being the range.
Wait. So, you...
One is not easily moved by history when one has witnessed the truth firsthand.
And he's seen a lot in his time.
I'm sorry.
Aw, it's okay.
You needn't apologize. Your passion is a good thing to have. Treasure it. Because someday you may find it in terribly short supply.
Oh man, this is such a sweet interaction actually. But yeah, I think that's what happened to Flint as well. He's very, or at least at time, he was very jaded. And I think he's now fighting against that instinct to kind of just stop caring. You can do it, Flint!
Now, at the risk of offending you, I have a question in return.
Yeah, really, this little conversation right here. We've got 6 or 7 years old, 500 years old, 4 months.
Your curiosity toward the abyss, is it born from hatred or because you sense its call?
Ooh.
I only ask because I kept a fragment of Rarir's body in my lantern for a short time. Specifically, his heart. So I know what a burden it can be to carry the abyss with you.
Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so happy right now. Because I just want the best for Durin, and right here, he's finding a support network that maybe understands part of what he's going through. And that's a really rare experience to share with somebody, too.
And I hear its power growling from somewhere within you. In my eyes, your mere existence is a miracle.
Look at that! And I fully trust Flynn's to treat Durin with the kindness and care that his situation warrants, not with, like, fear or mistrust. And look at him, immediately proving that he's going to be such... Oh my god, oh my gosh, I'm so pleased.
My honest answer is... I don't know. I don't think I have the confidence to say for certain. What I will say is the abyss is not the only issue that haunts me.
Oh.
Even before I became who I am today, the question dogged me constantly. Should I even exist at all?
Well, that's fair, and to be fair, it's also a very human question to ask. This is a beautiful shot, though. Whoa. Also, I love the sheer presence of the wind in this shot. I feel like we're in good hands.
My doubts remain unresolved. But when we fought Rerir, something became a little clearer to me. Sometimes it is the darkness within us that allows us to achieve the impossible.
Oh, I feel like that's a good conclusion for him to come to, because that's the role that he played in that fight against Rerir. He was able to use this abyssal connection to help.
I certainly got the sense from your 39 attempts that you were trying to achieve the impossible. It sounds like you've resolved to see the truth for yourself.
Absolutely. In that sense, he and I are quite similar.
Then I wish you every success. I look forward to the day of your transcension.
Wow.
Well, if everyone's caught their breath, I suppose we should head back. Oh, and one last thing. I'd appreciate if you kept our discussion about history a secret.
That is pretty cool too, because throughout this game, you know, we've gotten to know a lot of characters. We've gotten to know their secrets. And then those secrets tend to kind of become sort of an open secret, because we know it. So the game is treating it like it is known. But here we have Flynn, who is actively trying to keep his own privacy, which is cool. I just like that little detail. It feels fresh. Back into spaceship time!
Incredibly, our separate investigations led us all to the same conclusion. Hooray for consensus!
Conference time. That's fine, though. I might get more spaceship answers.
Yeah, but we barely learned anything, though. I totally thought this would be the motherlode. Talking with the ancients? I mean, come on! But nope. All we got was useless snippets of conversation.
Could we get more if we just approach it from a very clever angle? Or maybe we already have all that we need, we just need to put the pieces together.
And all this stuff about moons and hyperopia. What a load of baloney. Seems like people back then had a few screws loose.
Again, I'm reminded, like we were talking about earlier, not every character in this game has studied ancient history. That is so funny. I don't know. I feel like if I were to go to school in Tevat all of a sudden, I'd get a good grade in history.
I understand
A
your
decent grade at
frustration.
least.
We found the same issue. Each phantom only showed a very brief moment in time. There isn't much value to be found in these miscellaneous fragments of a civilization's history, no matter how glorious it may have been.
So with that in mind, earlier, I was thinking that these fragments had been summoned and manipulated in order to provide information to an interested party, possibly Dottore. But if it wasn't deliberate like that, then I guess we have to go back to the idea that it's just a consequence of some other action. For instance, could be the resurgence of the Crimson Moon's marrow. But I feel like if that were the case, we would have come to that conclusion already. So there's something else going on that's causing this to happen. Like, could Arlecchino be possibly just throwing it out there? Could she be in trouble? And so she was fighting for her life? Or maybe not even in trouble. Maybe she's just training. But either of those situations, she decided to use the moon marrow to as much of an extent as she could. And that caused this ripple effect on the landscape? Just an idea, you know, trying to think of some other things that could have happened besides Dottore's whole thing. Rerir, could he be doing something? Could he be trying to make it back from behind the moon? I mean, I assume he is. But how would that impact these phantoms all the way in Tevat in this way already? Maybe his sheer presence in that space that he's in, with him being of the Abyss and of Conria, that could explain why there's a bunch of Conrian phantoms, but not the others. And not the humans or the spaceship. It still feels like, could this be a result of something to do with Irmin's soul? Like, what are the odds? three things happened at the same time. Nahida asked Irminsul for information about our spaceship in order to help us out. How does she know about the spaceship? I don't know. We'll get to that point eventually. But she asks Irminsul about that. So Irminsul is retrieving spaceship memory. And then the Crimson Moon is walking on the surface once more. And so the ties between Kuvaki and the Abyss have grown stronger. And then the abyssal energy that flowed into our trap for from Rear to Columbina. And so maybe it's like all these things combining are what's causing this. But at the same time, the sheer fact that we're investigating it like this makes me feel like there's a concrete answer that is going to be important. Let's see.
If there's a silver lining, it's that these phantoms are harmless to the present reality. They shouldn't get in the way of the festivities.
That's true. For now.
Paimon agrees. And not just because it's the first thing she understood in this whole conversation.
Thank you, Paimon. Yeah.
You look disappointed, Nefer. Is something the matter?
She looks like she feels like that's not it.
What do you think? We all worked our tails off, but the only one to gain anything from it was you, Lady Moonjanter.
Well, please do share the Hyperborean records with me. I will gladly inscribe them in our people's documents.
Oh, duh! Yeah! That was it! Hyperborea! Hyperborea.
Is that about to ring a bell for you? Or are we about to summon Hyperborea here because we said the name 3 times?
I'm serious. Only an expert in the Frostmoon Scions and their history can turn these records into valuable research material.
Ooh. So maybe we will get more payoff from this, just a little bit down the line.
The alternative is to let them gather dust on the Curatorium's storage shelves until the pages turn yellow. Nefer, you're wise enough to know that cooperating and sharing the profits is the best course of action here.
Well, that goes without saying. Sure, let's do that.
Huh? But didn't you say we aren't supposed to give out intel for free? Sorry. Shutting up.
The delivery of all these characters is so good. Nefer sounded so begrudging. Yehoda sounded so panicked.
Now is not a good time to push Nefer's buttons.
Anyway, back to Moon Prayer Night. I'm thinking that we should prepare something a little special, aside from the usual decorations and so on.
You mean a parting gift?
Oh, that's sweet.
Can't go wrong with food. Although, does food go bad on the moon?
I would be worried about her having enough food while up on the moon, but she probably doesn't actually really need to eat. We could give her candies.
Perhaps a lantern would be a better choice. It might be dark up there.
For some reason, that's a perfect recommendation from you.
It could prove difficult to light a lantern on the moon. Magical stones might serve that purpose better.
There is no atmosphere up there. Is there atmosphere up there?
What about a clockwork mecha model from Fontaine? I've got a whole bunch at home. I use them for fighting practice in my free time.
Respectfully, and with love, Yehoda. What is she gonna do with that? What does a mecha mean to her?
None of these sound like things she would be even remotely interested in. But we don't interact with her enough to know what she likes.
If I were there, I would recommend a custom music box, the tune of which is the melody that she keeps humming. That's what I would give her, as well as a photograph of all of us on Moon Prayer Night. You know, precluding any disaster striking that prevent us from getting it.
Yeah. It would really save us the guesswork if someone could find out what she's into.
I feel like everyone's about to turn and look at us.
Traveler? They're all looking at you.
Okay, I got it. I'll find a chance to ask her.
Great! Haha, problem solved.
That was
Now,
hilarious.
I need to stop by Dory's. Gonna need her help sourcing a bunch of stuff for the festival.
Alrighty.
Then let's leave it there for now. We all have our own business to attend to. Traveler, if you find out what Kutar likes, let us know right away.
Gotcha. We can have time to prepare the gift and all, you know?
Is something the matter?
That's my line, Durin. You seem a little down.
I'm fine. It's just... I'm still feeling a little rattled after witnessing the horrors of the Abyss.
I guess he's starting to understand why the Abyss is so frightening from the human perspective.
But it's okay. This is something I have to work through. I'll be all right. Thanks for your concern.
Can we give him a hug or something? He was basically just traumatized.
Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you ever feel like something's wrong, physically or mentally, we're here to talk.
Don't forget, I'm a member of the Knights of Favonius. You can always rely on me.
Come on. Stop treating me like a kid.
We're treating you like a dear friend. Who's going through some stuff. Like an illusory dream. Eh. Okay, so we're still in Act 5. You know, just that conversation with Durin and all the soul searching he's been doing. I feel like we might be getting close to the time of his, story quest. When did that come out? I'm tempted to look at the quest log thing, but I'm a little scared that if I open it, it will spoil me as to more recent quests. I'm still trying to dodge those. So...
Which is why we need a lantern guaranteed to work on the moon.
Oh, you know what? Either it'll be in the story quest area, or it'll pop up when it's available, won't it? Okay. This is hilarious. A lantern guaranteed to work on the moon. He loves this idea, doesn't he?
Yes, I have a few ideas, but the lantern itself is the easy part. The real issue is how little we know about the lunar environment.
Exactly.
Wait, you two are serious about this?
Let's just say I'm intrigued by these shining magical stones that Mr. Albedo has mentioned.
Of course he would be, because he likes collecting gems. A gem lantern, what could be better? I wonder if Flint's hasn't even heard of those shiny magical stones. What's coming to mind is actually the shiny magical stone lanterns that are in ancient ruins. I wonder if Conrio used them. Durin's design is so good. I can't zoom in because there's dialogue things, but his wings looking like a part of his coat. Genius. Alrighty, so we need to go meet Columbina! Ooh, maybe we should stop by Catherine. Get our dailies. Oh, you know, I can do that afterwards. A little shorter on time. I feel like if we go over there, we'll get stuck in another long... Oh my god, I sense it. I sense it. There it is. Oh my god, okay. Please, for the love of Barbados. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Yes! Oh! My god. Okay. Collie! Is that C7 then? So I'll get a little masterless. Right? Yeah. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. That was... Oh my god. You are kidding me. Nothing over here. Does this yet load? It sure did. 1, 6, 7, 8. Goodness gracious. I think that's probably the best wishing session I've ever had for a character. You are kidding me. A character and their weapon? I think this might be the first... Okay. Let me double check what I'm about to say. There he goes! Oh, look. It's got like a... I guess it's cryo-powered. But it looks like a little rocket fuel. Rocket booster, that is. Let's see how much I can enhance this. What does it need? What is this? Is this from... Yeah, this is from Notcry. And this is from Mondstadt. I can level this weapon. You are kidding me. All those ores that I've been painstakingly crafting for months. Well... Wait, did it already do its thing where it changes color? No, that's at the next refinement, isn't it? Okay, let's stop by Catherine. and the crafting bench. I'm pretty sure this is the refinement where it changes color. Is that Luke? No, okay. I saw the red hair. I was like, what on earth? Nope, that's a lady, and we've literally already talked to her already. Let's craft that one thing that we need. Maybe turn in our dailies at Catherine. And see if we can squeeze in a chat with Columbina. Here he is. Wow! Weapon. Now, besides weapon, what does he need? Gonna need a couple of these. How many of these do I have? 0. So let's craft some of them. I'm not going to be able to get anywhere because of these things. The moths that look like, crystal flies. Oh, and this. Oh, it's from the gecko, isn't it? Where is the gecko? Gotta be in Dormant Port, right? That must be the world boss that they gave it. Like the solitary Swanee is- Ah! Guys! Aren't you supposed to be working? Fine, let's talk to them before we talk to Catherine, just in case.
And that's the alchemical transmutation process. What do you think? Would you like to try it yourself?
Oh my god, he's teaching him alchemy. This is a perfectly timed anecdote. Oh my god, it's so perfectly timed that, like, is this a secret hidden interaction from the Archon quest, actually?
I still can't remember the formula from just now. If I damage the crafting bench...
Can you use alchemy to fix a crafting bench?
For small-scale work like this, failure will only result in the loss of materials. Besides, losing materials is an unavoidable part of learning alchemy.
Teaching him, are we?
Yes. After all, alchemy counts as common sense in this world.
Spoken like a true chief alchemist.
Durin happens to be interested in this too. Although the environment here is somewhat rudimentary, it's good enough to teach some basic formulas.
Interesting. The environment of Nodcry being different from the environment of Mondstadt? I guess he means he doesn't have access to his full laboratory right now with all of his supplies.
I wrote down all the formulas Albedo taught me. There are so many numbers and symbols, it feels like I'm trudging through mud.
When it comes to learning, how fast you go isn't what matters. What matters most is laying a solid foundation every step of the way.
Aww.
It looks like we've used up most of our materials. For now, let's head back and retrieve some more.
Anecdote? Yes, it was. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm really fighting back. Actually, a coughing fit right now. That kind of came out of nowhere, and it's cramping my style, so I want it to go away. So we're gonna talk to Catherine. Okay, testing. Oof. I just finished the last of my water. Okay, well, not the best state I could be in at the moment, but next on our list was to finish leveling the thing. Over here. He's a baby, he's level 1. Oh god, what artifacts does he want? Oh, whoa. I've never seen only 2 artifact sets on here. A day card from Rising Winds. This has got to be in Dormant Port, right? Enchantment, disenchantment in Deep Shadow. Superconduct reaction damage. Oh, wait. Increases superconduct reaction damage by 80% when the equipping character attacks opponents affected by superconduct. This attack's crit rate is increased by 16%. An all-new blessing may be obtained as you make your way towards Snezhnaya. So it's, they're encouraging us to use it towards Snezhnaya, basically? Fascinating. I want to read this set immediately. Witch's homework. So this, yeah, this makes sense. Attack and attack buff and crit rate. Cool. Makes sense. I don't have any of that. I would probably put them on gladiators, I want to say. Where's gladiators? It's gotta exist. I know I have some. Here you are. Perfect. I mean, it's basic compared to what we were just looking at. But I think it's probably good enough for him for now. Because again, I'm not going to be able to level him forever. Oh, that sounds like bad luck. Not going to be able to level him for probably a couple weeks at least. I definitely have a lot of good leveled artifacts for this set. Ooh, nice. We'll take it. Literally just going to give him this one because it's leveled, but we'll swap with Beto. And then over here, let's see if I can get this away and go for like a cryo damage from somewhere else. Hi, Kaya. Okay. Yeah, because it's leveled. The other ones... Oh. Ooh. Whoa. Wait a second. It has 4 stats already? See, this is how I lose all my Mora, though. So, message to self. Don't get caught up in it. Don't go overkill. Oh, God. It's fine. After what happened earlier, it's natural that some of our luck would go into a... not where we want it to, I guess. Down to 7 million. Keeping an eye on it. Ooh. Do I get 5 enhancements? That's the power of having 4 substats to begin with, isn't it? Well, now. That's pretty good. Okay. Now he's here. Nothing's really leveled, but this is what we want to do. We want to ascend this thing and see if it changes. Oh, it got shinier. It glows now. I do like a glowy weapon. Very cool. Get it? Cool. Cryo. Oh no! Oh no! Well. Well! Available for a limited time! I know what I'm gonna spend my resin on today. Yay. There he is. Look at his little smirk. Look at his little... Okay, I love it. I'm obsessed with the smirk. Here we go. What is he looking at? 39 and 126. That's actually... For some reason, that's very entertaining to me. Let's level him a little bit, because we should be able to get him through his first ascension with our stuff from the thing, so... Moratorium on questioning. Okay, how lore relevant is this guy, though? He's a Knight of Favonius. Yeah, I have no idea, so let's just play it safe.
I feel great. Even my weapon feels easier to handle.
That seems to be it. I think that's like the shortest ascension line I've ever seen in my life. Can I send him one more time? No, I can't. Okay. So we're done there. That idol's just cruising now? Okay. So we're done there. That I need to work on leveling, but we've got it past its first ascension, so it shan't, or its second ascension, so it shan't change what it looks like anymore. These are the artifacts. Oh man, I want to level them to get a more crit rate. I could probably put them on crit damage over here, huh? Do I have any? I'm using it, though. That's mine. I guess I could give him Rosaria's, but I actually do use Rosaria these days. Sometimes on teams with Arlecchino and Citlali for the crit rate buff. Boop. Yay! Yay! Okay. Do we dare? Do we dare head to Columbina and talk to her? I wanted to earlier, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm a little concerned. Just a little bit. Let's head over here to heal, at the very least. Because, what are we gonna go do? What are we going to go do talking to Columbina? We want to determine what she wants for a gift. So version A of this conversation is, we figure out what she wants for a gift, and then we leave. And that way we can tell the others what she wants. Version B is, this is the moment when it all falls apart. Because, do we really think we'll just go talk to her and then leave? I'm gonna play it safe. I'm really gonna play it safe. We've had a lot of these Archon quests balloon into 3-hour videos lately. So I'm gonna call it here. And come back next time to finish this up, as usual. That will be my decision on this day, at this time, because, as mentioned at the very beginning of this episode, I am so tired. So I would not mind finishing this up next time, as I usually do. So, that'll be all for now. Oh my god, can you believe that happened? Oh my god. Have I ever won a weapon banner without first losing it once? I don't think so. Oh my god. I sure hope I love this guy, because I feel like the game is trying to tell me something. I feel like he was made for my account. We'll see how it goes. But did I seriously just get a cryo DPS after just explaining how badly I wanted a cryo DPS? And he's Knights of Favonius? And he's blue? Hello? Like, is somebody in my life secretly a game dev for Hoyo? Like, what is going on? I want to go fight something with this guy immediately, but he would die instantly. I'll just put like 3 shields on him. Shields don't stack though, do they? Well, still. I'm so excited about this. I cannot wait to use him. It's going to be like Navia. I got Navia, I think 8 months before I was able to use her. Hopefully it's a little bit of a shorter time span than that. But it's going to be so incredible when I can finally play this guy, isn't it? Oh my god, I'm so excited. And we're going into Snezhnaya with a cryo DPS. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. I'm good. That's all from me for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. What? What are the odds? Oh my god. Okay, no. I'm good. Let's end it there. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. A big shout out to our Patreon supporters, Jay Blakewood, Connor Sard, Power of Chaos, Mary, Edu, G. Brillia, the loyal servants of Her Majesty, the Tsaritsa, Ruru, Axel Iron, Jay Quallen, Lunar, Mathsan, Martine, Marcus, Sal, Don't Call It, Brian, Warp, Summer, Mo, Lizaria, and all of our anonymous patrons. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye now!